Television, and if you go there, excuse me, you'll be able to see God. You won't be able to see God. You'll be able to see all the cool stuff that we're watching and looking at. So you can't see that on TikTok, and I'm sideways on TikTok. So it's like, why am I even on TikTok? You know, you should just be on YouTube. You know.
Family, can you hear us? Oh yeah, George, you're on.
I'm on.
Yeah.
All right, what's going on, guys? It's Thanos. I've got all the stones, and I'm thinking that today I'm gonna use them. I think I'm gonna snap away all them Avengers. I hope that Spider guy's okay though. He's a cute kid. You know, he's got a real stick-to-itness about him, and I think if I was running like an Airbnb or something, and I was like hiring like bus staff or something like that, I'd pick the kid up for a job. But that's what's up right now. I'm okay. Hold on. As you guys know, you have submitted all sorts of dope, awesome vacation television clips. I'm going to reiterate one more time for the TikTok world that if you get on YouTube, you can see what I'm doing on YouTube. It's Vacation Television on YouTube. Just go there and you'll see the live. For you guys who are already on the live, thank you so much for being here. I'm not Thanos. I'm actually George, and I don't have. Well, I only have 2 of the stones, but I'm getting there. I'm working my way up there. We're gonna get all the stones. But first. We're going to watch all these dope, awesome clips you guys have sent in. So as some of you may know, Vacation Television's been going strong for about 5 years now. And we have, you know, what we do has changed and grown and evolved a lot in that time. And we've worked with a lot of different people. And we've just tried to keep this vintage TV thing with modern values thing pumping for a long time, and so we're excited to have you guys looking back through some of the old stuff and to be looking at. So I think that's an adequate intro. Eli, what do you think? You think I just?
I'm back. Sorry, I was doing.
Oh, you're back?
things. Yeah,
What do you
so
think? I'm
yeah,
thinking just do I just start at the beginning here, or just watch on the laptop, or?
Yeah, so we'll watch on the laptop through Discord. I realized if I should be out here. So there's no Lars today, as you can see. He's in the chat.
There's no
everyone.
Lars.
He's at the airport right now. So everyone say safe travels to Lars. That's why we're not doing Stardew today. We might play a different game. I don't know. We're kind of playing it by ear. We're kind of lost without Lars.
I don't know what to do with myself. Yeah, all I know how to do is like make TV show, and so without I don't you know.
So we're thinking about doing some. You know, we're obviously going to do the contest now, and thank you guys again for all your submissions. And then maybe we'll go and watch more VTV stuff. We could play some games on. We could play like mini clip games. I'm sure the chat just went wild because of that.
I could play some sort of microtransaction game and make lots of microtransactions.
No.
I could
we're
use
not
the company
doing
card.
that. No, we're not doing that.
We use the company card for
No.
Heyday. I could buy so much Heyday stuff.
We're not
Can you buy
doing
stuff in Heyday?
Heyday.
Can you do
You
micro?
can definitely buy stuff in Heyday.
Good for them.
I just realized right now that I can't hear the videos unless I'm in the booth.
Is that right?
That will be the way.
Oh, that's okay, right?
So I think
I
that's
can
okay.
tell you which one I'm watching.
I think I'll
You
go-
guys are okay with that?
Okay, all right. I'll go back there. So I'm gonna be in and out, and so we'll watch the video. Then we'll they're always short, so you don't really need to pause them. So we can watch them, giggle, and then we can come out, and I'll have the chat open on my phone.
Do I have to giggle?
I mean, if it's our own shit, so probably not.
Alright.
You know.
It's probably true.
But
All right, I like that.
So we'll go through them. Maybe we'll keep in. Maybe George, you could give them a score out of how rare they are.
I could do it out of the stones, because that's kind of our theme
we can do
today.
that.
Is
But we have
Thanos.
to. We have to award someone as the winner of the rarest, deepest cut.
That's right.
you know?
Okay.
So we're not.
Okay, so I'm ranking not by how awesome we were in it, but
Yeah, exactly.
how dope their find is.
Their find is.
Okay,
yeah,
I can do
how
that.
funny
That's
it is.
I understand.
Okay, great.
Do I have to keep track of this?
No, I'll keep track. Just you should rank them. Maybe I'll rank them. If people don't really like my opinion, so maybe I won't chime
It's
in.
true.
But no, we'll see. All right. Okay, I'm gonna go back there. So I think let's go from reverse entry, so then you can just scroll up on the Discord.
Okay, I
and
can
go
scroll up.
upwards. So go into Discord, go to the Clips channel.
All right. Okay, starting strong here, folks. And if you don't already know, in TikTok, go to YouTube, go to Vacation Television. That's where you can see me doing the interesting stuff. Okay, all right. First clip, submitted by our very own Celery Beans, longtime viewer. Okay, let's do it.
I'm gonna strip them of everything they hold dear, so I have something above them.
Oh. Yeah, I accidentally killed a puppet, and it wasn't intentional. I thought that maybe the box cutter would help, you know, and that maybe the box cutter would help. Although the box cutter did not help with Shreddy the Shredder either. But I think it will come in handy one of these days. All right. As far as a deep cut. That's pretty deep as far as Dr. Fitzpatrick goes. I mean, you know, Dr. Fitzpatrick. Oh, Eli has the box cutter. Please don't come any further. I'm sorry for saying your opinions were stupid. Or implying that to the audience. I didn't mean to, and I think your opinions. Everybody in the chat, talk about how awesome Eli's opinions are, and I won't get murdered with a box cutter. I won't get box cutter murdered. Sorry,
Yeah,
TikTok, for saying murdered. I know you guys like other stuff. You guys like to say different words, like whacked, or you know, like how the mafia says, like they got, you know, like, hey, we're gonna get a guy wet, you know, which sounds gayer than
whacking off and getting guys wet feels. I guess I know what the mob. Maybe I should join the mob.
I like the mob. They're cool. I you know, they're fun. They're a fun group of guys, always dressing similar. But we got to get back to these clips.
So what do you
what
rank
I'm
this
focusing
awesome?
on.
I find this a funny one. I always like the scream.
I always like this one. I feel like I can't go too high because then if I see another one that really gets me, then I'll have to like. So the first one is always the hardest.
Yeah. Well, Dr. Fitz is kind of a known.
Dr. Fitz
entity,
is a
though.
known VTV show, but this is a deep cut as far as Dr. Fitz goes. This is like if somebody pulled out the balloons or something.
Yeah. I don't. If
we
someone
didn't air
pulled out
the
the
balloons.
balloons,
Yeah,
that would fucking shock me.
Yeah, because we didn't air that.
That's
one.
an unaired
That was,
clip.
one of the improv.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not supposed to swear.
Yeah, one of the improvists was just like, is improvist? Is that?
I think that's right.
Yeah, one of the
Grace is
improvists.
in the chat. You can sound off for Grace.
Oh, sound off for Grace in the chat. Jordan Roosevelt in Family Relapse. Lots of other awesome roles, notably the Night Muncher. Yeah, one of the improvists on the balloons one, he was just like really aggressive and didn't let anybody else talk, and so we cut the bit because it just felt uncool and kind of
There's
killed
no
the vibe.
ending,
But
everyone.
all right.
So wait, what's your?
Well, I'm also
powers?
taking into account that I really like Celery Beans, and they've been they've been so consistent and have shown so much love and support, and so like I don't wanna ignore that too in the ranking, but I also don't want to go too high. But I also don't want to give everybody just a really cool, great ranking because then they wouldn't feel as valuable, right? Now, you know what? When we play Beer Ball, I award everybody 17 spirit points. And I'm not going to do that here, but I'll use a similar mentality that this is about us all having fun, and I don't want to ruin everybody's day here. So I'm going to give this an 8. I'm going to give this an 8 right now. As far as clips goes, this clip is an 8. Call it an 8. And thank you, Celery Beans, of course. You're so goated.
Okay, sorry, I wasn't on chat because I spilled a bunch of coffee, but now I'm reading.
That's
it.
okay. Is anybody saying
Thank
anything
you all
cool?
for they're all saying live, laugh, Eli.
Oh, great. Yeah,
how
see, he's got good stuff
love
going
my
on.
Opinion.
He's a good guy at the end of the day. And we're just trying our best to be a good man, the two of us. Should I move on to the next clip? Or
Yeah, I think let's move on.
anything from the chat I should know about?
No, I'm reading through it. Everyone's being very supportive.
Awesome.
Everyone's chatting. Yeah, Grace is there. She was watching the new ep of Family Relapse. Grace, we might have you call in at some point if you want.
All right, I'm going to watch this next clip. This one is from Elliot, who is also a longtime viewer, supporter. Elliot, thank you so much for submitting this clip. I'm about to watch it now. It's going to happen very shortly, and I'm going to do it now. Okay.
Bright side sperm, the side of prosperity.
Oh, that is a very deep cut. That's, yeah. This is the justice for the left nut people.
The left baby
Which,
paradigm.
yeah, if you don't understand, that's a sort of support community for people who were sperm from the left nut instead, because I guess the right nut people, they have all the advantages and privileges in society, whereas the left nut people are sort of left behind.
Yeah.
And which this egg here sort of reminds us of, that all sperm comes from the egg, which comes from the lady, you know? And without ladies, you can't have nuts. Is that?
No, well,
Anyway, I think I'm gonna give. I maybe gotta go higher with this one. I do have to go higher with this one, but I feel like I want to give it a 9, but I also want to give it a 10. And but I feel like if I give it a 10, that's like too generous. And I feel like I'm
well,
just.
You never said that 10 was the highest score.
Oh my god, I didn't. Thank you for
So,
that. Oh my god.
Who knows?
Yeah. Okay. All right. It's getting a 10 then.
All right, perfect.
This is a 10. Thank you, Elliot. This is a wonderful 10 that I'm looking at right now. Lots of left sperm being talked about and being discussed. We don't talk about that enough anymore, and so maybe we're part of the right nut problem in a lot of ways. I can't recall which nut I originated from, and it feels like it doesn't feel like something I want to ask my dad.
I know which one.
You know which one?
Yeah, I can just tell.
Oh,
Yeah.
which?
Well, because I'm a left nut truther. and
Oh.
So,
Are you on Truth Social with?
no, I'm on 4chan about it.
Oh,
No,
all right,
I'm
that
not.
makes
That's
more
kidding.
sense.
I'm kidding, guys.
Okay.
This one, for a little context, one of our good friends wrote this one and made this one as well. And one of the weirdest scripts, and I know it was inspired by. This is maybe a little vulgar for our group, but this is if you're not familiar, there's a band of real life people in, I can only assume, only America, where they are feel that the reason they're ostracized from the world is because they were circumcised at birth.
That's true. Yeah.
That is a real thing.
Yeah, that is a thing.
Nathan For You has a whole episode about it. Or no, it wasn't Nathan For You.
It was John Wilson. How To.
How To with John
Yeah,
Wilson.
it's a great
where he
show.
explores it. It's a very good, weird, bizarre thing. And so she was kind of referencing that of people trying to find reasons in really weird, bizarre ways for why they're struggling in life, and
in one
pseudo spiritual
Yeah,
stuff
in
like
the episode,
that.
the guy shows that he's trying to pull his Johnson
get it
back to
back.
normal,
Yeah.
and so he has this device that's hooked up to his bed where it's like a bungee that attaches to his cock, and he just it pulls him until he's back to normal.
It's like
I
a
guess.
torture device.
It's like it's like a super messed up torture device that he uses to crank himself back to what he believes is a desirable wang, which is too bad. You should be happy with with yourself, right? Accept yourself for who you are and so on.
Weirdly, I think it just doesn't matter.
Yeah, I guess that's more. Yeah, no, Eli's right.
But in a weird
Maybe
way,
Eli's opinions aren't so bad, after all.
I think maybe in a weird way, whether you were circumcised or not has maybe little to no importance to your life.
Either way, we have the Stones.
We do have the Stones. So how many? We already ranked this one. This one's 10.
This one's
right?
10. Last one was 7.
This was in broadcast 2, so it's like a cut, but not the deepest of cuts.
Yeah, but definitely
But a good one.
definitely a deep cut.
All right, let's see.
Oh, good. Thanks.
People are. Maya, I'm not gonna. I see what you're commenting there. I think you may have submitted it, or someone else did, because there's a great someone clipped that one.
Which one?
Well, I don't want to spoil it, but that is a good. We're gonna maybe get there soon. I saw someone had clipped it already, so we'll get there. All right, let's go to
Drinking
the
my
next
coffee
one.
too quickly. All right, we're moving on. We're moving on. Okay. 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 Okay.
Someone said I got time and a half for being here, but I'm starting to think that's not the case.
What's time and a half?
Paid. I'm getting.
All right, the next person is.
Someone said I got time and a half for being here, but I'm.
That's pretty deep. Toby Christmas
Toby
is.
Christmas is deep.
That's pretty good. Toby the Satanist is a really wonderful character, I do think. Just a really, like, he's sort of like corporate coded, I've always thought. Like, you know, which I think is funny for a Satanist. Like, he's kind of a big dork, but, you know. Of course, you see Olivia rarely acts on vacation television, and so I love you love to see her. This is one of the few vacation television projects that I was not present for.
Yeah.
I think I don't know what I was doing, but I had something going on, and we had to like fulfill our. At the time, we were doing like a thing like every Wednesday, and no matter who was there or not, like somebody had to fulfill that quota, and so this was that being fulfilled. And gosh. Let me just watch it one more time. See if there's anything they say in here that would
make it deeper, maybe.
Someone said I got time and a half for being here, but I'm starting to think that's not the case.
What's time and a half?
Paid. I'm getting.
All right, the next person is.
Someone said I got.
Okay. You think the full broadcasts are easier to find than Toby would be?
Do you mean like which one?
Like the last one we saw.
Well, yeah, I would say so. I think because I think if you're, I think if I was given the prompt of deep diving, going from like oldest to newest is the first thing I would do.
Yeah.
And I would click on the oldest videos first. And so I think some people. Oh wow! I heard that from you.
Oh, God.
That catch on the mic, guys. You want to hear that? Want to hear that crunch?
Woo. All right.
That's pretty nice.
Yeah, that felt good. No, I hear what you're saying. Then I'm gonna give this one. Well, now I feel bad because the Dr. Fitzpatrick one only got a 7.
We got an 8.
We got an 8. Right. That's right. Okay. So I shouldn't feel as bad.
I guess not.
I'm gonna give this one a 12.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Giving this one
Okay.
a 12.
We'll have to see how this shapes up, guys. I feel like there's a pattern I'm noticing. We went from 8 to 10 to 12.
No, it's just they keep getting deeper.
All right.
You guys keep going. All right.
All
All right.
right. Let's watch the next one.
Let's watch the next one. Okay. Let's see.
Oh, I'm liking this.
Yeah, I love me some man in corner.
There's a man and he's in a corner. And I'm into that because, that way I can do whatever I want to him and he has no way to escape. There's a man and he's in a corner.
Oh, that's awesome.
And I'm into that.
Great job. Seriously.
That's a goated one.
That's really great. I love man in corner. We did 2 man in corners, didn't we?
The other one, I don't think it was ever posted. You had to have been a fan of us on Twitch to see it.
Yeah, that's probably right.
I think I have it somewhere. For those who think that we have a lot of stuff uploaded, I was noticing a lot of people saying how they had to dig through a lot of stuff. It's such a gold mine. I have a hard drives full of this stuff. Don't worry, guys.
Yeah.
So once we're big and famous, we'll start selling the DVD box set.
It can get deeper, yeah.
Yeah, no one has Glenville uploads,
True.
So,
Nobody has Glenville.
no.
Tonight on Glenville.
Glenville.
Okay. Man in corner is pretty great, but it's kind of on the same level as Toby Christmas, I think. But it was perhaps more goated of a clip, just slightly.
That could be true.
Because I say something weird and kind of like you know.
It was an out-of-pocket clip, that's for sure.
Yeah, like I'm kind of gross in this one,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel like that's good for this contest.
Mm-hmm.
This is so hard. I don't want to pick, but you guys all like the art we make, and so I can't. You know, I love all of you so equally. Okay. All right. I have my answer. 13. It's getting a 13. It's getting a 13 because it's on par with Toby Christmas as like a deep cut, I think. But it cuts right over just because it's kind of out of pocket, and it's got Max Berger.
Yep. And he's in the corner.
And I like when Max Berger's in the corner because he has to stay there, and I can do whatever I want to Max Berger.
Well,
Well, not whatever I want, but
I
like.
think the clip made it very clear.
All right, I won't redo the clip. That's stupid.
All right.
Okay. All right. We'll move on. We'll move on. Okay. Oh, okay. We have several here. I'll just start from the top, I suppose. I know all of these.
Yeah.
These are all pretty good. Soaking. Yeah. Pretty simple. With that one, I remember I found out what soaking was, and then I immediately wrote this commercial. I was very excited about this idea. I think we were doing a lot of like presenting vacation television as like a big corporation at the time, and it was very fun, the idea of like a corporation not only just being like kind of anti-sex, but also like, you know, taking it a step further and not, you know, I'm just explaining the joke now. But Eli, do you recall what this was in?
Yes, we made this. I made this one's like I've videotaped this one on my lonesome in my bedroom. Because I love because it is written verbatim to how it was filmed.
Yeah.
Like, it is just honest to God.
Yeah, it's just
hot
meant to be
dog
a hot-
falls in
yeah.
a cup of water.
Yeah.
And then I don't think there is whipped cream. I think I added the whipped cream.
I think you did. Which was a great touch.
Made it real gross.
Yeah.
I
Well,
think
because
we
it
made
shows that, you know, during a soak, like, he can still blast on accident. And I think I'm sorry, that's inappropriate. That's deeply inappropriate. And you shouldn't go around saying it. Don't go up to your parents and start talking about blasting on accident, you know, because you might get in trouble.
Yeah.
Or your boss,
Yeah,
if,
don't do
you
your
know,
boss.
don't go up to your boss and tell him you blasted on accident, because I think he would, I think she would have a problem with that.
That felt performative.
Yeah, it did.
This was for, I believe, one of. I don't think this was in a broadcast. I think this was when we were starting Hartwell's, and we would make commercials to fill the commercial quotas.
That
of
we made
the
up.
Hartwells.
Yeah.
That we made up, of
Yeah.
course. Good. Which that was, I will say, looking back, that was of all of the bold moves, that was an outrageous one. To think that we could be making commercials ahead of time.
It was
for
insane.
those things.
Yeah.
And so this one, there was like a collection of maybe 3 of these where like what you're seeing is like a mantle, where I lived in an apartment where my room was a living room.
Yeah.
And so there was like a mantle with like a fireplace in my room, and so I would film things on it from time to time. And I filmed this one, and I filmed a few bumpers on this one. So
Was it a 1-bedroom apartment?
It was supposed, like, clearly they rebuilt a 1-bedroom into a 2-bedroom.
Yeah.
I think it was that, like, Robin's room was supposed to be a bedroom.
Yeah.
And then my room was the living room of that
Mm.
place. And then they had a dining, what was our living room was going to be a dining room.
Oh.
And then the kitchen.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Which would
Okay.
have still been a very weird apartment. But
Kind of cool.
it would have been
I
cool.
think.
Everyone's talking about blasting on accident.
Oh, don't talk about blasting on accident. Don't tell your boss that. Don't tell
They're all-
her that.
They're all telling her bosses this.
Guys, this is not what the sisterhood is all about. And I'm really, you know, I thought that the channels of womanhood were to be set up, the infrastructure was to be set up in a more efficient way than this. Okay, I have to rank this.
Yes.
I'm getting way off track here, talking about blasting on accident. And so right now, I'm gonna say, I'm gonna bring it down actually to. Come on. 10. Right?
Yeah, that sounds good.
10 sounds good? Okay. We're going to move on to the next one.
People, they're asking if they can tell each other to not blast on accident.
You can tell your boss to not blast on accident. Yeah. Because that's work. That
Tell your
is.
boss.
No, because that's good for the workplace. You know? Because then your boss is like, wow, my employee, my dutiful employee does not want me or anyone else to blast on accident. Or, you know, make some sort of mess in their pants. And so, you know, that's a cohesive workspace. And maybe we can all benefit from that. And we can create a synergy out of it. And we'll make a tradition out of it.
Pretty good.
Okay, I hope that satisfies that.
right.
I'm going to move on to the next clip. Which looks to be from Green Spider-Man. Let's see.
Sorry about that.
I'm sorry. Yes, sir.
Hello, so I have a question about Gwyneth Paltrow.
That's.
So I've been a fan since Shallow Hal, very lovely woman. I've always wanted to meet you. I see you've never licked your Shallow Hal art. So, question, I bought one of your beautiful pussy candles, and I have a question.
We can't. I'm sorry. So Miss Paltrow's people will be available after the show. Yes, ma'am, in the back.
Yeah, the Gwyneth Paltrow pussy candle one. That's pretty great. I mean, it is Toby's voice. I don't know if we caught that. That is also Toby the Satanist, which I think is a lot of fun. I think that gives some points. But also, I don't know. I feel like Iconicon is maybe by this point not very well known.
No,
So
we
not
don't do them much anymore.
yeah, so not quite as known as like Dr. Fitzpatrick or something. But out of the random ones, like Iconicon is a we've done like 3 of them, right? I think 2.
We've done, we've done 3 like Spider-Man, Green Spider-Man things.
Yeah.
Because we did the filming in the basement.
Right, okay.
Because I don't think we did one in the house. We did one at me and Ben's place, and we did one in the dorms. But I don't think we did. I don't think there's an in-between Iconicon
Yeah.
that I remember.
We gotta do another one.
Yeah, guys, a shout out if you would like a Iconicon, if you'd react.
If you want
to
more
an
Green
Iconicon.
Spider-Man, you just tell us. We have the rights.
I don't know about it.
Well, no, we just don't have Spider-Man. We have Green Spider-Man. He's a fundamentally different character. He doesn't shoot webs, he shoots funny webs, and a laugh track plays. And he doesn't fight the Green Goblin, he fights the Red Gobber.
Oh, guys, and then also someone's dyeing their cake balls green.
They're dyeing what?
Spider-Man. Like their cake balls.
Oh, like Green Spider-Man.
Yep.
That's awesome. I love Green Spider-Man. You know, he fights the Tito Titty Terminator as played by Jason Momoa.
Oh.
And Jason Momoa is maybe picking up like 3 extra roles in the series. It's going to be really
Probably
exciting.
have to, yeah.
Yeah, you might have to, just because he's one of the only guys we still have. Okay, ranking. I'm going to give this one. I'm going to give this one an 11.
Wow. Pigeon, who posted this clip, wanted to remind us that don't forget that Green Spider-Man's also gay.
Green Spider-Man is also gay. That is true. And,
But
you
not
know, a
as
lot of
gay
his
as gay
journey
Wolverine.
is finding that, I think. Because there's like 3 different Mary Janes. They're not all, like one of them, her name is just Roberta. But there's Mary Jane and... Yeah, there's like 3 different ones. And none of them like are really in love with him. But he's doing his best. And he has a jetpack, which is cool.
forgot that Green Spider-Man died on Max Burger tonight.
Well, Lance Chutney, who
Lance
was
Chutney.
playing Green Spider-Man, died on Max Burger tonight. He was the stand-in for Timothy Chalamet after all of Timothy Chalamet's bones fell out on the set of Green Spider-Man, and so we had to find a new actor. But this next actor, I'm just gonna say, he's one of the Stranger Things boys, and so that's all I'll leave you with right now. But he is very Stranger Things-esque, and he's very 80s, you know, and he's very Eddie Munson. He's not Eddie Munson, but he's kind of like that. It's sort of an energy that he is, and he's not. Okay, I'm gonna move on to the next clip. Okay, here we go.
Dude, I wish I wasn't so bored. Thanks, Splash Man.
Love you.
Wow, the big city's so scary and intimidating. How will I ever make it? Wow.
I love you.
Splash loves you more than anything in the world. Return the sentiment at a retailer near you.
God, I love the Splash Man. Oh man.
Dude, I can. It is the way Sam,
He is the performer of the
Yeah.
actor of Splashman. He the way he says "I love you" always cracks me up. It is his delivery is so funny. I love you.
Yeah, yeah.
and he like perfectly times it with how he's running away. Like it sounds like someone running away.
Yeah.
And they like are really trying.
He's gotta go deliver another bottle, you know.
Yeah.
This is pretty deep. You know, it's a Splash commercial.
Yeah.
Splash is a well-known brand, I think. You know,
across the world.
Maybe Japan. Especially in Japan. There was if you don't know the history of Splash, Splash began in the 1800s. It was originally designed as it's more of a tonic, I guess you could call it. When they were cutting guys' arms off and stuff in the Civil War, they would just dump some Splash on the nub, and it didn't really do anything, but it was more of a placebo. And then it was repurposed as a recreational fluid to then be sold and bought in future marketplaces. And it was actually shipped to soldiers on the front lines of the Second World War. Which is pretty cool, you know. That Splash was doing its part back then in the days, you know. Gosh, all right. I'm gonna give this one a. I feel like I should have done the tier list, right? Or is that a different video? That's a different style.
We'll do the exact same thing, but with a tier list next time. What do we think?
Okay, we'll do that next time. I'm gonna give this one God, I can't. It's so hard. Ranking is so hard. YouTubers who do this should be paid a lot of money because this is tough stuff.
Guys, clip it. Clip that moment. Right
No,
now.
don't clip that. Stop. Don't clip me. Don't stop clipping me. Okay, you guys. I'm gonna give this one a 12. Because I think that Splash is maybe not as well known of a brand as I originally stated. And I feel like this commercial didn't make the rounds that much. You know? You put it in a lot of Hartwells, probably?
This was in a Hartwell or 2 or 3.
Max Burger Tonight at all?
Maybe. I use this one a lot.
Yeah, okay.
So, I don't know if it's of Splash commercials, it's probably not the rarest.
Maybe I'll bring it down. You know what? I'm gonna bring it down to 10.
Cause it's not like a Shum Shums,
Yeah, that's true. Like a
one rare.
Wow! Oh, my tummy kind of thing.
There's
you know?
one Shum Shums commercial that I think I don't have the file of. It only exists.
My tummy, it hurts and it's
It's
churning.
not that one. It's not that one.
It's
like-
sweater,
There's one
that kind of.
that was written and it only has a Slam Mr. Sam in it that we made in the house, like for a Hartwell, like we made I think for candy. So its only airing may have been on that. And I
Jeez.
don't even have a file of it. I don't know where it is.
Hmm.
So that's like kind of one of the lost like how there's always those channels about lost media. That's kind of our lost media.
That's kind of our
Where did
lost
it
media.
go?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, then I'm gonna give this one a 10.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Someone commented Dickie Rhubarb.
Wait. What is that?
I don't know.
No, that's our thing, I think, right?
Wait, no, their name is Richard Rhubarb, so I don't even know.
Okay, sorry, maybe that's
Wait,
not our thing.
Richard, explain yourself.
It kind of sounds like Mickey Wonderwares.
It does, but that's definitely not anything anyone would have.
Mickey Wonderwares is ours. We own Mickey Wonderwares.
Okay, we do, I suppose.
He created the special ribber.
Wait. Wait, I'm also going to ask this question. What is Fanta Exotic? Explain yourself. They're talking about Fanta Exotic in our chat, and I don't know what that means.
Is it like the ribber? Remember Mickey Wonderwares, how we invented his special rib rag?
Is that is it like a kind of Fanta? Like a Fanta,
Oh.
but it's exotic?
Is it exotic inside? Is it? Oh, wait, I can do exotic birds. I can do those noises. Is that
No, they're-
relevant?
I think we have birds on set, is what it is.
That's what I meant. There's no. I don't. I'm not doing the. Hold on. Wait, I can do it better.
Haley in the chat, you should ignore the birds that are clearly in the set. For your first VTV video, I'd recommend the first episode of Family Relapse. It was released only a little bit ago, but it's an ongoing series. I think it's a good introductory. It's one of our kind of our best works. And then if you really want to get like honestly one of like our best showcases of the TV element, you can watch our first broadcast. It's like called like 1126 VTV broadcast. It's our first video. I think those are two good starting points. And then just kind of go from there. Whatever. If something it speaks your fancy, click on it. If it doesn't, don't worry about it.
Yeah, that's fine. I won't mind.
Sorry, Dickie Rhubarb's chat comment is still within my view because no one else.
Dickie Rhubarb. I know that name.
I want to know more about Dickie Rhubarb.
Feels like a Grace thing.
It could be.
All right,
let's go to the next.
I'm moving on. Oh, I know this one.
Hi, Derek here. And if right now you're sitting there in your behind drinking your liquor and smoking your drugs, well then you can just turn off the TV right now, because Papa doesn't play that way. The only addiction I need is some home-cooked meals.
Hey there, sweetheart. It's your future husband speaking, and I just wanted to say I love you. My name's Willie, but by the time we're through, you'll know my name so well you'll be screaming it. Ain't that right? Willie!
Beautiful. Warm Lovin' is one of my favorites. It showcases several of our actors. 3 of the 5 members of the Family Relapse cast are in Warm Lovin'.
We tried to get the other 2 for Family
Yeah,
Relapse,
but we didn't know them yet, and so it didn't work out. Gosh, okay. This one aired in the second VTV upload.
Yeah.
So I can't give it that many points for being that deep a cut. It isn't one of our main TV shows we're running right now, which brings it maybe above Dr. Fitzpatrick.
Yeah.
But still, I'm gonna give this one a. I feel like I'm putting everything in the 9 to 11 range,
Yeah, I think this is more rare than one of the Wednesday streams. I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
Also, the first one in the broadcast of 2.
Yeah. Okay. So maybe an 8, 9.
An 8 or 9 is good because I think because it's the stoplight versus Miss Francis, you know, like just be
Yeah.
willing to sit through the rest of the broadcast.
That's true.
You don't
Yeah.
find
Okay.
out. And it's not a third broadcast. If this was like Salt Dream, I might, you know, I might give
Yeah.
extra
True.
points.
True.
Um,
Okay. I'm gonna give it an 8.
I think 8's good.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it an 8.
I always love Warm Lovin'.
Great work, Pigeon, as always.
Yeah, a little behind the scenes of Warm Lovin'. My favorite thing, so Gio, who plays the like chauvinist asshole character in that, and who also plays Kermit in Family Relapse.
Also Pavel.
And Pavel
in World War III.
One of the best jokes I think I've still not topped in myself is I filmed all of his scenes with him being normal, and then I filmed them all again with him holding a guitar. And I thought that was...
It's like American Psycho.
I thought that was really funny. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like in this scene, pretend that you have a guitar. But
And it's
don't
like, you know,
have
he
one.
really broke his toe on that helmet.
Oh my God.
All right. Next one.
Alright, I think we're on.
Oh, I'm excited for this next one. I already know that's a deep cut.
These are good ones.
Hey, is your refrigerator running? These idiots! Will you better go catch it? We showed them. Take that, Chuck E. Cheese.
Dude, I love the Cowboy Comedy Hour so much. I wish we could have made a million episodes.
So you said the name. You kind of shortened the name there.
Yeah, Round the Corner Joe's Round the Corner Cowboy Comedy Hour is the full name. Starring Round the Corner Joe, who he's called that because he comes around the corner and he beats you up or something like that. It's not sexual. His first appearance was on the Western episode of Hartwell, hosted by Max Berger, who was Hartwell's PA at the time.
Yep.
And Round the Corner Joe showed up to kill Hartwell because the show now took place on the same set that used to belong to Round the Corner Joe's Round the Corner Cowboy Comedy Hour. And so he blamed Hartwell for that, and he wanted to show up and kill him and get revenge and take the set back. But what he found was Max Berger. Max Berger and him had like a duel of sorts, and then that was that. It ended in them like trying to outdrink the other one, and Max Berger won, I think.
Probably.
Or I think maybe Round the Corner Joe won. I don't remember. But after that, Round the Corner Joe sort of forgot about it for a while. And the next time we saw him was on Max Berger Tonight, episode 3, where now Round the Corner Joe wants revenge against Max Berger for, like, humiliating him on TV. Round the Corner Joe's going through a lot. His real name in the lore is Joseph Duffy, and he had 2 daughters with his wife, and he was sort of unfulfilled working in HVAC. And so he decided, and he always wanted to be a cowboy as a kid, and he wanted to be in like spaghetti westerns and stuff. And so he abandoned his family to go and fulfill his childhood dreams of being a cowboy, which I think is explained in the Round the Corner Joe, Round the Corner Cowboy Comedy Hour. But what is not explained is that the show within their universe, there was one episode shot every day for a year, and the year 2013. So if you watch the Round the Corner Joe, Round the Corner Cowboy Comedy Hour, there is a segment that they do in there where they're trying to stay really relevant and topical. And so they not only talk about the legalization of gay marriage, but also they do the Harlem Square Dance, which is kind of their version of the Harlem Shake, but they're cowboys. And if you're wondering who the other members of the Round the Corner gang is, I will tell you now. It's, of course, the leader, the dastardly Round the Corner Joe of the Round the Corner gang. There is Sam Salmon Sanderson, and then his brother, Blackjack Sanderson Blackjack, who are the Sanderson brothers. And then finally, Mad Dog Willard Peck, who dies in the Western episode of Hartwell. And I don't think Round the Corner Joe ever really recovers. Gosh. But none of you would have known any of that.
Well, actually, you have some good we have good fans here. People were talking about how much they loved his villain appearance in Max Burger tonight.
Yo!
And someone, Aaron, who posted this, says he just wants to be a good father. True. But Kira made I think one of the best suggestions here. Need him and the Cowboys on voter veto.
Oh God, that's so
a
smart.
Great suggestion.
Oh my
Kind of
God,
like-
that's
kind of-
brilliant.
We always had this idea that George pitched around, like, this is, I think the idea for this came before the Max Burger Tonight appearance, and then the Max Burger Tonight kind of coincided. It was very evolving, but there was an idea of doing like a reunion episode of Round the Corner Joe. That is his. That would be actually. It was a disguise, and it was meant to be an intervention for him. And
Right.
you can tell that became what the.
It would also make sense if the voter veto episode was just that. But now I'm spoiling it.
Yeah. We'll work.
We'll
on
workshop it. That's
We'll workshop
fantastic.
it, but that's a
Brilliant
great
suggestion.
idea.
That's awesome. You guys are the best.
Aaron also loved the cooking segment. Little taste of my father's uncle appearance.
Yeah,
segment.
that would be a deep. Not that deep. I guess if we're qualifying how we're, this I'd say is pretty damn.
This is damn deep.
This is deep. This is damn deep. I'm up to my knees in this one.
There's 3 or 4 Wednesday streams that in my head I consider deep, and I think this is one of the only ones that was clipped, actually.
Yeah, I'm up to my belly button in this one.
Yeah.
Shaking my no, I'm not gonna say any of that. But okay, the highest I've gone is 13. I'm gonna go 15 for this one because this is deep as this is deep as all craps shit's poop right now. I don't know why I'm making it gross. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to be the best man that I can be, the best version of myself. And so I have to move on to the next clip. But brilliant clipping here. This is fantastic. Great job.
I see the next one's a Max Burger clip.
I'm excited for this one. This is an underrated character. No, it's not an underrated character that I play. The funniest part about it is the wig. And the name is pretty great. I was Checkers Nestle. He was my Tucker Carlson parody, I guess. Let's see.
What do we say? Okay.
Known fascist Max Burger.
No.
And Max Burger is a fascist. If you are wondering if that is real, he is. And he has to be stopped, because he's trying to take over our nation. And I won't have it with that Max Burger. You know what? This one's pretty deep, but it is Max Burger Tonight. I feel like Max Burger Tonight as a show is pretty iconic. Gosh almighty. I gotta call this one like a... It's a pretty deep cut as like an episode and a scene. I think the highest I can give it is like... If I'm being fair, the highest I can give it is like a 9.
Yeah.
I think
it may be one of the deeper Max Burger cuts.
Definitely.
But it is a Max Burger Tonight.
Because the villain of episode 4 was more like the news. This was a very ambitious episode. We were trying a lot of stuff here. We did the monologue from Network at the end. We did both monologues from Network, which is ridiculous.
We really like Network.
We really like Network. It's a great
seen the
movie.
Network. It's really awesome.
We love it so much. It speaks to a lot of political things that we believe in.
You shall
It's so good. It's so good. I remember what was Nihal's character's name? I know it was Bood, but it was like It was like boudoir or like.
No, maybe one of our fans knows. Let me check.
Yeah, if somebody knows, please tell us. What was so Nihal, who plays Kanov in World War III, and who is Garrett in The Orphan Stream, which is his best role. His name was. It was something insane. His full name. I was Checkers Nestle. Ellie was Margaret Office Space, which is my best name I've ever come up with. Margaret Office Space is awesome. I don't remember what Grace's name was either. It was something silly.
Yeah.
Mario Boodwagon.
That's it.
Mario Boodwagon is I'm also proud of. Mario Boodwagon was great. Oh, somebody on TikTok just said I look like Harvey from Stardew Valley. Does anybody
What?
do I
What?
really? No,
Guys,
I'm-
do you have
I'm being
any?
mean.
Does
I'm
anyone have
sorry.
any hot takes on that?
If you don't, so I'm sorry. Hold on, I have to take a moment. I feel like that was
that was too mean. You're right.
To a TikTok person who said that I look like Harvey from Stardew Valley. If you go to my page, you'll see that I do know that. That's been pointed out to me a lot of times. I appreciate you saying that though. That's very kind. Okay, moving on to more clips.
All right, next clip.
All right, these are fun. Let's do it. Okay. What is? I'm not okay with this.
In his contract, he's allowed to do this.
Yes.
Okay. The business episode is awesome. But it is. I feel like it's one of the only Hartwells you can watch now, right?
Business and Western.
Business and Western, yeah. Not romance.
No.
Okay, because I think the next clip is from romance.
Oh, maybe on one of the one of the
Playlists?
lists. Yeah.
Yeah.
It might be.
Okay. I gotta give this one because it's from business. I think this one deserves like a 9 or a 10. I think I'm gonna go 9 for this one. I think that's fair. I'm gonna move on to the next one. Also, another Toby Toby the
I
Satanist
saw.
right here. We're
Yeah.
seeing a lot of Toby today, which I never thought I would see this much of at once. That's awesome. Okay, next one.
I'm gonna kill you on national television.
Yeah, that's pretty great, and I love. Grace, what a wonderful little fella. So how do I explain this one? So Thermy the Thermostat was one of Hartwell's characters that would come on and hang out with Hartwell in the first episode, the robots episode, and he would give robot facts, and his voice was like. I'm fucked up, Hartwell. I'm a little fucked up thermostat. And when the scientists who put me together made me, they shot wads in my gears, and now I'm fucked up. And because that was what happened to Thermy. It was really sad. He was all fucked up. Because, like, when he was in the thermostat factory, the German scientists who manufactured him, they shot wads into his gears. And it made him all fucked up. And that's really sad, I think. And kind of a tragic origin story, if you think about it. And this is a pretty deep cut. I gotta give it right here.
This one compared, I
Yeah.
think, is much more deeper cut. for
Yeah.
sure.
I think this one earns, like, maybe 14. I think.
Yeah.
Just because, like, it's from the romance episode.
Yeah.
It's also got the German scientist who blew wads in Thermy's gears. Also, if you're, right in this video, I'm playing Jonathan Spears, who is the VTV spokesperson who was possessed by the spirit of Thermy after Thermy was bashed to death with a hammer in episode 2 of Hartwell. And his spirit wanted to be beautiful.
Something like that.
Something like that. He wanted to be loved.
That was
And
it.
so
Yeah,
he
that's-
kidnapped the German scientist who shot wads in his gears for revenge? Yeah.
I think it was, he wanted to,
Yeah.
fuck up whoever's coming in his gears.
Yeah, that which makes sense. I suppose I get that. So yeah, 14. I think this one's gonna earn.
Okay.
I'm gonna get the next one pulled up. Oh, it's more Toby. Okay.
Yeah, I know this one.
Great. Let's see it.
Am I doing it right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Wow. Another Toby Christmas one. I can't remember what I gave the last Toby Christmas one, but I should probably give it the same amount, right?
I would say it's less because this is the beginning of the episode too.
Oh.
So-
What did I give that one?
I don't remember, but it was
You were
somewhere-
keeping track.
I was only keeping track of the top one.
You promised me.
11.
Okay. Then this one gets a 10.
Yeah.
Hold on. TikTok is testing me to see if I'm worthy. Hold on. Let's see. Am I worthy? All right, I'm worthy.
Whoa.
Nice. Okay. Are there more clips?
I think that is the
That's
last
it.
one, meaning
Our winner is Round the Corner Joe, right?
Yeah, with I think that's Aaron.
Aaron!
Mary, right? Wait, scroll up. I don't remember.
Yeah, it's Aaron.
So yeah, congratulations, Aaron. You won. You win. You get the Chocolate Factory or something like that, probably. Something like maybe like a Chocolate Factory. All right, George, you can take off the headphones now.
Oh.
You can hear me better. All right, perfect.
Well, what a lot of fun that was wearing headphones and so on. I talk so loud, and I don't realize that until
No, yeah, you're good.
I don't realize that until I take the headphones off, that I don't need to be speaking that loudly. So sorry to folks.
So I think Aaron will give you definitely like a custom Discord.
I thought you were saying that we were going to give Aaron a custard.
No, a custom like Discord.
All right, Aaron, you heard it here. We're giving you a custard.
We're not doing
VTV's
that.
first
We're not doing
custard
that.
that
We're
we've
not
ever
doing that.
awarded to anyone or ever
Not doing
made.
that.
It's going to be tough,
Not doing
you know, because none of us know how to make custard, and I don't know where you live or how we would get it to you. But I think if we've all put our minds together, you know, like I write TV shows, and you know.
See, I thought the headphones were why you couldn't hear me, but I think he just doesn't.
Maybe
wanna
I'm
hear
just
me.
ignoring you.
He just doesn't want to listen to me. But look at how could you stay mad at that? Yeah, Aaron, I think we'll give you like some kind of like specific role that is
Maybe a
delineated.
custard role.
No. It won't.
Aaron, sound off in the chat if you
Don't
want a
sound
custard
off about
thing.
custard.
We probably can't make you custard, but if you want like a custard thing, we can probably figure something out. We can put our minds together.
Maybe we'll give you. I know everyone was talking about Culver's in the Discord, so maybe we could do like a Culver's gift card. Aaron, I don't know if you're one of the people who is even remotely close to a Culver's. I sincerely doubt it, but maybe. And if,
But maybe
if
we can
so,
suggest a
we'll
good
figure that
Culver's to
out.
go to.
Otherwise, we could do. We'll figure out one of the next things. Perhaps I was thinking for the prize for this. At some point, we'll do probably like a cleaning house of like props and stuff. And so maybe we'll send you if you want. We could like send a prop or something. We were gonna do maybe like an auction for the next thing. So that could be kind of fun. But for now, you're getting an awesome Discord role. Okay, they're all talking about Culver's now. And bragging rights. So yeah, we'll chat about that. Oh my God, Aaron. Well, now you have to decide, Aaron. Do you want Culver's or the props? Because now there's both options are on the table. So that's a Sophie's
Or
choice.
custard.
Well, custard's at Culver's.
Oh. Yeah.
You think about that.
That's true. Okay, well, you know, maybe we can all do a custard thing then.
Yeah, that could be kind of fun.
You know? And we'll work with it, and we'll make a tradition out of it.
I don't. You're doing this like tradition thing. I don't remember this. Okay,
I'm just
Aaron,
trying to be the
Aaron
best
wants
version
props.
of myself.
Maybe we could do. Aaron, do you like? Did you like World War III? We have a bunch of the bottle caps from the submarine. We gave a bunch of them away, but we have a bunch left. They're like the bolts in the background, so that'd be kind of fun.
But there's a thing or two in there that we could. I can already think of like a couple.
We got
little
like, other
pieces of
things that we
costume
could
or
do.
something. you
I think
know.
the bottle caps are kind of fun.
The bottle
Also-
caps are dope.
Also, Olivia makes buttons out of them, so maybe we can make a button out of it. And then you could wear it on like a backpack.
You can wear it on a
or
backpack.
on the coat or something.
On a coat.
And also, we could then send it in a mailer instead of like a big box.
We
Because I
send
don't
it
really
in a
want to
mail.
send a big box. No offense, Aaron.
Somebody just asked me if I would come to England.
Yeah, I think they're asking in this
Maybe.
chat too.
I guess I would. Is there any? I don't know. We can fill the. We can. You know.
No, you're not allowed to go to England, George.
Oh.
You forgot about that.
Because of the Magna Carta.
No, it was all your gambling debts you left there.
Right, all of my gambling debts when I was gambling on
Snooker.
On snooker, because I kept playing snooker and I was like, they got to make a gamble out of this, and so then we turned it into a gamble. I don't know. Does anybody have any cool questions about Vacation Television or about like? I don't know. Anybody
Yeah,
watch the new Family Relapse episode that
Oh yeah. Sound off about Family Relapse. If you have any, who's caught? Well, let's start with this. Who's seen it already? We uploaded it today, kind of a surprise. So who's seen it?
Oh. Sorry, for what? What do you mean? Thanks for.
Wait, they're talking about snooker. And for those who don't know, snooker is like pool but bigger, and it's played in the land down over.
Yeah, no offense to the people from England, but a lot of the stuff over there seems silly to me as an American.
Yeah.
I like that, you know. I can do all the voices from the British Isles. I can do all the accents pretty well.
Okay, one person's only seen it for a minute. A lot of people haven't watched it yet.
We shouldn't spoil it
So
then.
no spoilers. We're not going to do any spoilers. I wanted to do kind of like check it in. A few people have seen it. They said it is amazing. So awesome. So let's keep it to no spoilers chat right now.
But I can answer any insane, crazy, fucked up questions anybody
good.
has.
Well,
I can swear on this stream. I just can't swear when we play Stardew Valley.
Well, I was gonna suggest. Okay, Maya's gonna see it when they get home. Okay, perfect. Once the stream is over, if you haven't seen it, please go see it. I think it's one of our best episodes.
Definitely.
For
Yeah,
sure.
and I mean everything we make is better than the last thing, which
yeah.
is always the goal. You always want to have the good thing be chasing you.
For sure.
But no, this one especially I feel is particularly good about the writing of this one as well.
Yeah, it's really excellent.
It's really something.
I was going to suggest for perhaps to kind of wind up, well, like kind of end on a. This might be a little bit of a shorter stream, gang, just because it's everyone's doing holiday traditions right now, so not a lot of people are.
That's where the tradition thing came from. There you go. There's your three.
But I did want to mention to folks who were looking for deep cuts. There were two videos I was going to say were going to be like the deepest things they could find on the channel. So
You want me to
I'm
pull
giving
them
a
up?
suggestion. So and maybe we could watch them. Well, maybe we'll watch one, but maybe not the other. I think the he signed his life away video and my Shum Shum story. Slay Eli for pronouncing my name right. I know how to say things. That's what one of my beautiful.
Okay, wait.
tasks.
Where would I find them?
Go to Vacation Television, and then let's start with that, and then we'll go.
I'm there.
And then it's he signed his life away.
Right.
Is,
Okay.
I think
Yeah.
one of the funnier,
Let me see.
deeper cuts.
Hold on, I'm getting there. Don't even worry about it.
Oh, Aaron asked a good question though. I like this one also.
Yeah.
Before we jump into this.
Let's see it.
George, you had charts to show the World War III characters' relationships. Is there something similar for Family Relapse?
So not. Oh, yeah, kinda. I could go get it. You want to go get it?
Yeah, go get it. Well,
Yeah.
is there any? It didn't spoil anything, right?
No.
No, they're perfect. Right.
No, it's just it's more like tracking the timeline than anything. Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
No, I'm good.
You good? Okay.
Yep. Oh shit. I can curse on this one.
Yeah, we can chat tomorrow. Sorry, there's dead air here. I should be talking. I'm just reading the chat quietly. I'm not very good at this streaming stuff. Oh, Maya has seen it. Awesome. I love this one.
This is
also, okay, cool. Well, sit where you're
Oh.
sitting, and then if you hold it up, it'll look good on camera.
Okay. Oh boy. All right. I'm good.
Zoom in the shot here.
So this kind of looks like nonsense, but this tracks the timeline of Kermit's marriages and when the kids were born and how long the kids knew each other.
That's
so
kind of important.
yeah, so like the one for I'll explain the one for World War III in case anybody didn't see it. I had like there were charts in which it tracked like how close the characters were becoming to each other throughout every act of every episode. And there was one for all four of them. And the most interesting thing about it, which I maybe I'll post to the Discord or something, is it like if you overlap them, it's like it shows. How do I explain this? If you if you put all four on top of each other and you look at the graph, you can see how some characters line up with each other and some don't. which you can probably predict which ones do and which ones don't. Yeah, that one was pretty fun. This one is more straightforwardly. So we start with Kermit as a 22-year-old, and when he was born, and then we get his first wife, his second wife, his third wife, and then Quintain. And we see when the kids were born on the timeline, and you can find on here that Dick and Jordan grew up completely together. So I'll explain. I'll go through the timeline pretty quickly, or as quickly as I can. So Kermit, had Dick with his first major girlfriend, pretty much right out of high school, and she left because she was afraid of raising a child with this guy, and she had a lot of her own things to unpack and to deal with that they didn't really have all of the tools to deal with at the time. And so Kermit was left with the child himself, and then he remarried, had Jordan, and Jordan kind of became the fixture of Kermit and his new wife's life. And the two of them didn't give much attention to Dick, didn't spend much time with him at all, and so a lot of Dick's time as a child was spent trying to do outrageous things to get some validation or attention from at least his father, and hopefully from his new mom too. And Jordan's mom passed away when she was pretty young, and so for a year it was just Dick and Jordan alone, and that was when they were actually 12 and 15. And so the reason I say just Dick and Jordan alone when they were 12 and 15 is because Kermit pretty much abandoned them, and left them to fend for themselves in the house. He would go on long benders. They would only see him a couple times a month, and he spent a lot of time at living outside of a casino, and it was just more of a kind of maybe the lowest point in his life. And that's where he met Bradley's mom, who was living in a similar situation as Kermit, and he brought her home, and she was pregnant with Bradley. And by this point, Dick was getting older. I think Bradley was born when Dick was 16, and so Dick would have left when Bradley was 3, or 2 even. And so when Dick sees Bradley in episode 1, he's never met him as an adult, even as a teenager. He has no idea who Bradley is, and Bradley has no idea who Dick is beyond the picture that he's created of him in his head. Jordan was a little more familiar with Bradley just because she was kind of the helper of the house. The parents weren't up to much, and weren't much help with raising the kids, or so Jordan had to do a lot for Bradley when Bradley was really, really little. But she left the house as soon as she could. She left the house at 17 because she finished high school early, and she was able to get a scholarship and go to school. And then Bradley doesn't leave until he's 18, and I think that it also has the year they left on here. So this is the closest thing I have to a chart for Family Relapse. But Family Relapse is I know that sounds like a lot of world building, but Family Relapse is the show that I've done by far the least world building for. The show that I'm working on right now is the show that I've done by far the most world building for, more than World War III. But the world building of this next show is a lot more accessible and easier to just kind of follow and go along with than World War III is. I feel like a mistake I made was that World War III has sort of a high bar to entry, and that what I think saves it is that I think the characters are very compelling, and so you fall in love with the characters more than you fall in love with the world. But there was a whole world that I designed there that we don't really get to talk about that much in the show, but it's kind of implied through different moments. But yeah, cool question. I don't. Is there anything else?
Yeah, people are saying it's really dope. They love it.
Thank you.
Love what's going on. Aaron is
Appreciate
excited to pick up some of these things for their own work.
Oh, cool.
Wait, give me 1 second here.
Yeah, if you have any questions, if anybody I maybe can't answer all of them sufficiently, but if anybody has any questions, anything I can do to help your art, just with a simple answer to a question or something. I'm not the most experienced guy in the world, but I know what I'm doing here to a degree.
All right. Not to interrupt on that. I have a fun little final task for the people, because it's all the kind of the goats right now who are in the space right now of longtime viewership, people who love the little silly stuff. So I'm gonna post. Aaron obviously already won the out of context clip thing, but because everyone was saying how good we're eating today. I'm going to upload my favorite clips. Cuts.
Should I watch them?
Yeah, I think that'd be kind of fun.
Okay.
That might be better than even, because people have already seen the ones I mentioned. So,
Got it.
You know what, how about some stuff that maybe you didn't see, because it might have been stuff that was Instagram only. One of the things in here is, sorry, I have to save it, is an unreleased footage. Never before seen on Vacation Television ever before.
Wow.
It's a
Okay,
good
I have
one.
no idea what he's about to do.
Wait, hold on. Let me save this to. Wait, why isn't it letting me download this video?
Oh, when did I? Somebody asked when I started writing. I started writing stuff when I was. I don't know, Alfie. I don't know what you asked. When did I start writing? I started writing when I was probably 9 or 10 years old. I started writing comic books when I was in second grade or something. The first thing I can ever really remember writing that I was proud of was a series, a comic series. I would draw and I would write the dialogue. It was called The Adventures of Ghost Man, and I think for a 9-year-old it was a pretty good joke. The idea was that Ghost Man was a superhero, and he would show up when say a building is burning down or something like that, and all the people are like, oh my god, who's gonna save us? And then Ghost Man shows up, and he's a ghost. He's just a cartoony drawn ghost, and the blanket and stuff. And so Ghost Man shows up, and he's oh, can I save you? What can I do? And everybody is oh my god, it's a ghost, and they all freak out and run away and leave. And so that's I don't know. I thought I when I was 9, I thought that was pretty funny. But still.
Sorry, 1 second. I'm just sharing it now.
Still find that overwhelming. What do you find overwhelming? I don't understand.
All right, I've posted.
Oh, great! Awesome.
Oh wait, sorry.
Let's see it.
Max file size reached. 1 sec. I'm going to send these separately. No. Okay. One of my favorite videos will not be uploaded, but
got it.
That's okay. Wait, let me share one. I'm going to send one. We'll figure that one out. Okay. Oh, my files sent were exceeded the limit. I need nitro, guys. Someone needs to give me Discord nitro.
All right, should I start this one?
Yeah, just go ahead with the first one.
Dude.
Wait, is the audio not playing?
Do we ever show anything besides this?
Wait, I can't hear the sound.
Yeah, Glenville, we did this thing where we brought a bunch of actors in, and, we just had them...
Wait, could you hear that?
Sorry?
Could you hear
Oh, I could hear it, yeah.
Oh, I don't think we could hear it on stream.
Oh.
I don't know why. Huh.
Weird.
Some kind of issue.
Well, just for those of you who couldn't hear, it's Eli's voice going, Tonight on Glenville. 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 And we brought a bunch of actors in. Is there something you want to write about right now? I don't know right now. One sec. We brought in like a bunch of like all the actors we had, and we would just throw them into a scene that we would make up on the spot and like have them do a Glenville episode. And it was kind of terrible, but it was a lot of fun for me at least.
No, that was definitely an Eli push this too hard kind of business. But we were doing our Wednesday streams, like really pushing them. And one day, I think I was like, I think I was definitely had an alcoholic drink or two, and we were going to the beach, and the entire time, for some reason on the bus, I just kept saying to myself, "Tonight on Glenville."
Yeah.
Tonight.
That
on
was it.
Glenville.
I remember that.
Tonight on Glenville. And then somehow we came up with what that was.
Yeah.
And there's probably better ideas that we could use for Glenville now. But it's meant to be like a soap opera that's constantly ever changing, and everyone has like 20 relationships with each other, and everyone's like on the brink of killing each other or whatever. So that was never released because it looked just terrible. We were doing green screen, and it looked so bad, and it wasn't very funny, and there was like many reasons that it wasn't worth it. But it was a fun idea more than anything. It was fun in theory, and I think the promo was a lot more fun than anything else. Just the intro of "Tonight on Glenville."
Yeah.
So that was Glenville. Like they have to read sideways.
I know. Yeah. What is bro yapping about? Oh yeah, that's pretty funny. Haas, you have showered in the last 10 days. Come on.
Haas showered.
Some of us knew. Harvey. Okay, somebody asked how I feel about people knowing me through Harvey and Nathan. Great. Yeah, no, it's wonderful. Whatever can help people know vacation television. It's fantastic. I love it. Also, with the identity thing, my friend, just be yourself. I'm guessing from these questions that you're very young, and I got to tell you, what you're gonna find is that it's not as it is very important, but it's not. Other things in life are going to become bigger than that and overshadow it. And so just be yourself. Do what makes you happy. Do what makes you interested in the world around you. Anything beyond that is just noise.
Yeah, I think if you want to watch that last one, let's see if the audio works.
Let's watch that last one,
Phillip, and then we can maybe start wrapping up. I gotta see if the audio's working.
God, I love Phillip. Oh yeah. Oh, he's great. Oh yeah. He can do so many things. It's such a brilliant commercial. It's so wonderful.
Audio failed again, but
it was originally in print form in our newspaper that we sometimes talk about, and it was made by the same artist. Robin's such a genius, I also the guy in it. His name is Jack Cannon, and he's like such a what's that?
So we saw him yesterday.
We saw him yesterday. God, Jack. I wish I could see more of Jack Cannon. He's such a wonderful person.
Hey, he might be coming more often.
Yeah, I hope he does. He's just a very, very sweet and genuine guy, and his style is the craziest I've ever seen. All of his clothes are the coolest articles of clothing I've ever seen. It's awesome.
Not so good at Trivial Pursuit. It is.
Yeah, he's not so good at Trivial Pursuit.
Oh wait, Aaron had a second question. Wait, where was it? I don't know what. Aaron, if you re-say
Thank you
it,
for watching
I'll
VTV
ask.
when you draw. It means a lot. I'll say this to both TikTok and YouTube. Somebody said, I'm glad I found you through Harvey because now I watch VTV when I draw. I really appreciate that kind of thing, and it seems like a lot of you do that kind of thing of like, do stuff while you watch, and I think that's awesome. That's how I watch TV a lot of the time, just because I have to do stuff with my hands and so on. And like one of the original pitches that I've always used for VTV is like it's something to watch with dinner. It's meant to be it's meant to be like, you know, like television is. It's meant to be comfort and something that helps you decompress and also has valuable messages and things for you to gain from it. So, or hopefully, that's the hope. Okay. George, will Dr. Fitzpatrick come back? I think he's my favorite character. Yes, he is going to come back. Olivia has some very exciting ideas for Dr. Fitzpatrick. She will most likely be taking over as the showrunner for Dr. Fitzpatrick, if we can use that word. It's kind of amorphous, but she's been doing a really great job coming up with a lot of ideas, and so some of the puppet ideas she has already are insane. How often do we live stream? Right now, we live stream every Sunday. I don't know if we'll be able to next Sunday. I think I'll be able to.
I will be here, so maybe we'll decide it. Maybe next stream we might like consider it TBD.
Yeah.
Along with also the one after, we might take like a little bit of a Christmas season break, holiday season break.
Maybe if you guys have anything you want to see in particular, or if you guys have any suggestions, just let us know. We're just chilling. Where did the inspiration come from for him? Well, a lot of TV shows and a lot of like comedies, especially, have done like the wacky doctor thing, who is like you meet him and you hope that he can help you, but then like, you know, he's kind of a monster, like, you know, kind of crazy or doesn't really know what he's doing or that kind of thing. And so I wanted to take that but make him nice, and that's kind of the whole idea. Is just, you know. I need to.
Okay, Aaron asked.
Thank you.
I'm going to advocate for Aaron because Aaron asked this question now twice.
Please.
Which I think is a very good one. Which is if George has ever written for the stage before, and if so, how different is it from writing for the screen?
Oh God, yeah. All right. It's largely the same. So it depends on what kind of screen you're writing for, I suppose. I don't write feature-length films. I have only done it like as a partner once, and it's just not really for me. I would be interested in it maybe in the future, but it's just it's not. TV's my medium, and I do love the stage. The first time I wrote for the stage, Okay, no, that's not true. The first time I wrote for the stage, I was 13, I think. So I used to take, I used to be part of like a little acting program, nothing fancy. It was just, it's in Indiana, and it was like a little local community theater that I could go to, and the woman who ran the place, she was involved with Second City when she was a bit younger, and so she had me and a whole little team of like 13-year-olds, and we would put on shows and stuff, and I kept bringing her material that I wanted to like do on stage, and after like months and months of like trying to get it on, she eventually let me put on a little play, and it was basically a bunch of like it was basically a variety show of like TV show episodes, short ones happening in sequence, like very similar to like what we originally did on VTV or something. And it was fun, I had a wacky doctor character that I played, and he wore a fake mustache because I couldn't grow one yet, and so that's kind of an interesting deep cut. But I stopped doing theater or writing of any kind for a long time just because I felt really terrible about myself, and like I just it was just the we'll call it the trappings of masculinity. But I later started writing more for stage in high school, and I had a partner I wrote with, and we wrote a lot of cool stuff together. Okay, but to answer your question, the difference is mainly just how you picture it in your head. Like when like the dialogue or the type of dialogue you're writing is the same. It's the same thing, and that largely goes for like feature films and stuff like that too. But like You know what? I have to pull up a script actually, if you don't mind, just so I can read from it.
You got the screen on it.
Oh, right. Okay, so I'll be careful here.
Well, I would say yeah. Don't pull up any secret documents that.
I'm just gonna go into Family Relapse. I'll do episode 2 script. That makes sense. All right.
Now people know there's other episodes though.
Well, that's true. There's 6.
Dude,
I'm sorry.
No.
Okay. So like this is the difference in format, and so I'm just gonna show you here. Hold on, I got another. Which VTV show should I watch first? You can choose. Go to the playlist section on YouTube and choose one of the shows. I would recommend Family Relapse because that's our newest show and the one that like the most impressive. Everything we make is better than the last thing. So I would recommend Family Relapse. It's the best written thing, best shot thing, best perform. You know, it's fantastic. World War III is also great. Dr. Fitzpatrick was fun. Any tips on growing the mustache? You just got to be born with it. Sorry, I don't know. That might not be right. I don't know. But okay. Family Relapse. Jordan Roosevelt, 32, 12, slowly walks downstairs as if she is still waking up. She wears pajama pants, a wacky t-shirt, and holds her laptop. As she reaches the bottom stair, it is revealed that the living room is filled with well-dressed people sipping wine, eating hors d'oeuvres, and chatting. As Jordan observes the different moments taking place throughout the room, her expression changes from tired to confused to pissed. And so, like, already you can see here that you can describe this sort of thing for the stage, but, like, when I say here, like, as she reaches the bottom stair, it is revealed that the living room is filled with well-dressed people sipping wine, eating hors d'oeuvres, and chatting. It is revealed couldn't happen on stage because the audience would already know that the guests are sitting there sipping wine, eating hors d'oeuvres, and so on. Whereas, like, in the it is revealed, like, the camera is doing the revealing. So, like, a lot of people do this differently. I speak of the camera as, like, this omniscient thing that sees all. And, like, because when you read the script, that's how you want to imagine it. And so I try to take my imagination and put it in your imagination through the script. Which, again, is still similar with the stage, but, like, you don't... And in my opinion, this is why I love TV, what I would consider the disadvantage of writing for the stage is that, like, you don't get to choose. You don't get to pick and choose these moments that you want to focus on quite as much. And you could with, like, lighting or something like that, but it's not quite as precise. Or you don't have as much control over what the audience is going to see. And I think, like, with our big team we have here, like, it's great to have that control. I can maybe look at another little I don't know. Does that answer the question sufficiently, I think?
I think it seems like they're very interested in this. This is very cool. I think to add as well, to broaden, because that's all very good. Also, just never forget, like, you know, the more you're interested in writing scripts, read scripts.
Yes.
You know? The more you can read them, the better you will. Especially read scripts for things you've seen that you liked.
Yeah.
You know. And that's very true for play and stage, because if you go out and you see, like, a really good production of, like, a Tennessee Williams play or a Shakespeare or something like that, going back and then reading it is so much better than, like, just reading it cold, because you'll understand when things that maybe you would do differently in interpreting something in your mind, they interpret it in different ways, and it will help you kind of understand the looseness.
Yeah.
From my stage writing, from my knowledge of very, like, lightly being taught about it, is very, like, don't write about anything that isn't important. Screenwriting is a lot more write about what you feel is important.
Exactly. No, that's a fantastic way to put it. Yeah.
Because, like, in script, it's like, if you write that there's a gun on the wall, as much as Chekhov says, you better use the goddamn gun.
Exactly.
But, like, in a script, you might say that there's guns on the wall to build atmosphere.
Yeah.
But there's no hard rule for either. I think you've answered it perfectly, George. Ultimately, it's about what, like, there are limitations to the medium, right, to make sure that those are accounted for.
And so, exactly, the medium is everything, and more specific to, like, vacation television, I'm able to write scripts in a way that is specifically good for our format and our team. Like, if I was, like, I would leave a lot of the stuff that I write in these scripts out if I was trying to pitch this to a studio.
Yeah.
Because like they just want the crucial beats. They want like the things that are purely just making the script compelling. I use the script to not only do that, but also to like I use the script to communicate with the actors and the director. So like I want the actors to be able to read this and like understand their character a bit more because like you know, not have to meet with me for hours and talk about every inflection that they want to focus on because a lot of that's in the script already. And that's just one way to do it. That's just how I prefer to have it. I mean, like, you know...
to jump on that really quick, you said you're going to school for, you're majoring in playwriting. One great lesson, I think both me and George could say it more than anyone, people will teach you that there is a right way to write things, like in a script, in formatting. One of the reasons why we're telling you go read scripts is you'll learn that every great screenwriter breaks all the rules. Formatting rules, saying, oh, you can't do it this way, you can't write in these tenses, you can't do it these way. Those are great guide stones and like ways to understand how to be maybe better. It's much like formatting, like Chicago versus MLA formatting. It's like, it's a good way to be sure that we're all speaking on the same language when we're trying to like cite a source. Yeah. But as long as you cited your source, you're good. You know. Exactly. So, like the only rule like forming your style as a writer, like how you how you do it. You know, you just gotta trip and fuck up a lot, and like you gotta have people read your scripts, and you gotta show them to everyone who will listen to you, and the more that you can be okay with, like you should view somebody pointing out that there's something wrong with your script as a gold mine. Like you should, even just somebody's opinion, even just somebody saying like, I don't like this character because they did this thing, or like just even that, something coming from someone else's brain is gold to you, and you should use every bit of it. Even if you're not going to use it to apply to the episode, it'll help you understand where you're at as a writer. The only thing that I would say to like keep to, or the only thing that really is important that professors will tell you, is just know how to spell. Know how to spell, know how to use grammar, punctuation, stuff like that, because people will read your scripts, and when they read, when they see a glaring grammar or punctuation or spelling mistake like that or something, what's going to be in their head is like, oh, they don't care. And that might not be true, but that's going to be the impression that is maybe left. Like I always say this thing about Star Wars world building versus like some other universes that I like. Like, something like, and this is an extreme example, but something like the Lord of the Rings, like Middle Earth, is described and tended to and cared about by Tolkien in such an extreme way that when you look at it, you feel like you're really stepping into the world. And like I compare that to like George Lucas, who I think that the Star Wars world building is fantastic because a bunch of other artists and writers have come in and done that world building. George Lucas just wanted to make a fun thing and sell toys. And like you can tell that in like the original concept of the world, and it makes me mad because J.K. Rowling does a similar thing. It's much worse with J.K. Rowling. But like I walk into the Harry Potter universe, and there's a lot of cool stuff in here because a lot of fans and other writers have added a lot of cool stuff. But when I just look at what J.K. Rowling has done, with a feeling that I get as a writer is like, Jesus, why do I care about your world more than you do? And if I feel that way about a script, I'm going to stop reading it. And a lot of people will feel a similar way. So, like, that's the main thing to keep to. Just make sure that, like, it's apparent and that your passion is there and that you care. And from there, do whatever you want. As long as, like, the passion is obvious and you're giving it everything you have. And you know that. Then, just keep fucking up and trying, and you're gonna do great. The chat's derailed into talking about archaeology.
Oh.
But that's pretty cool.
That's cool.
Could someone send I'm gonna go out on a limb here. I don't know what an ammonite is. I would love to know. Please send it to the Discord, because I see you guys are all talking about ammonites, and I don't know what that means. But I like rocks and bones or whatever.
I'm just going home for Christmas. Nothing nuts. Just family dinner and so on.
Oh, whoa. Is that a fossil or an ammonite? I want to know what that is. someone get me in on that.
I think.
But I think
I think it's about time to close it out. Yeah. One thing I'll say to anybody, as our community continues to grow, this may become a little more difficult. But if there was anything, and like, I've had a few, to make something candid, like I've had a few people like message me or reach out, and like, and that's always nice. But if something is more of like a personal question, I might not be as inclined to, have that conversation, just because like I really want to make this about the art and about like if there's something I can help you with, send me a message or something like that, or comment on the TikTok or something like that. But really what I want to say here is that like if there is something that a question that I can answer, or an opinion that I can give on your writing, or something that you're working on, or please just let me know. I would love it. I can't give you that much outside of the entertainment we provide at Vacation Television. But if there's something that I can do, or a question that I can answer, or even a little thing I can take a look at, you guys are part of this community, and you guys are doing such a wonderful thing for us, and you guys have been allowing us to have such a wonderful time here. So please, I've got my foot in my mouth now, but please don't be shy to reach out about art that you're working on, or material that you maybe need help with, or something like that. I would love to provide my services if I can. Cool.
Yeah, I think that's sorry.
I think
I
that's
thought
it.
someone was maybe updating me on Ammonite, so I was.
Well, I hope you get updated.
I'm hoping Maya is whatever. That
Yeah, it
is-
would be Maya,
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, so it's some kind of. It's kind of like a spirally guy.
Oh, that's
I like
cool.
it, like one of those guys.
Yeah, she does like dinosaurs and all.
That's
All of her knowledge is very like either prehistoric stuff or like ancient human civilization stuff. It's very cool.
All right, guys. I think that's it. Thank you guys for tuning in. This is kind of a real fun, family festivities day, talking about old VTV stuff.
Of course.
We will next maybe this. Again, look out. Maybe we'll do this next Sunday. We may also not. And then definitely look out for a Stardew stream in the next couple weeks. We'll make something happen.
Super cool. Super good night to everybody. I did throughout this stream get all of the stones, and I am gonna snap away that little spider guy. I've decided I don't like him anymore. Because we want to make room for Green Spider-Man. Coming next Iconicon. You just wait. We're going to have 1 million scripts written, and we're going to have a whole feature-length Green Spider-Man film, and it's going to be nuts, and it's going to make $1 million.
We're clear.
Cool.